All right. What's going on, guys?
Hey, sir.
Hi.
Julie. All right. How are you guys? Okay. I need to make sure that this is going out to Facebook. And we'll wait for a couple more people to jump in here. See what happens. Now, why isn't that going to Facebook? You got all these automations that are supposed to do stuff, and they constantly don't like to do stuff.
Like autocorrect, but different.
Precisely. Right.
So fun story.
Go ahead.
I was gonna real quick send some stems to somebody because a song from 2018 I'm redoing with the help of someone else. I'm like, I'll just send all those. Found some real quick. And then had to troubleshoot for all the problems I had in 2018 with my setup and glitches. And so, yeah, I had lunch at like noon, or I had breakfast at noon. I mean,
Nice. All right. Well, I got to fix something, but I can do it on my time and not yours. Let's get started. I will share my screen here. All right. Welcome, guys. Thanks for being here. Today is the 26th of January, 2023, which is crazy. I feel like I'm in the future. Today's game is called Vocal Da-Da-Dum. Da-da-dum. And we're going to use this vocal and guitar sample and create a pop production around it that seems fitting. Bonus points if you're able to incorporate a portamento flavored bass line. Portamento is when things slide. So if you have a bass, if it's a synth bass, you can slippery slide things together. If it's a monophonic instrument and you turn on the portamento, or glide, sometimes it's called, and then you can control how fast it slides between notes. So if you can figure out something that sounds cool like that, you get bonus points. But if that's too complicated, don't worry about it. Just try to fit this vocal and guitar sample in. I will give you one hint. The guitar sample is at 100 BPM. I don't know what key it's in, though. And the vocal, I don't know the BPM on this, so you'll have to chop and play with it.
Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da.
So it sounds very much like a Rihanna type song back in her heyday. I loved her first album that I don't know if it was the first one that was her breakout. Like Disturbia, that song, Disturbia. Anyway, see what you can do with that. Go forth. Do good things, come back at the top of the hour, check in, and share like good producers you are. Bye, guys. All right. So while I'm fixing this, I'm just going to give myself 1 minute to find out why this is not going out to Facebook. It's supposed to go out to a Facebook page called the Triple Threat Artist. So let's see why it didn't go out there. Disturbia. Yeah, it's not going. That's so weird. I have an automation. Test automation. Let's just test it. Oh, nothing's coming in here. That's the problem. It's looking for something. Ready for Facebook. Okay, so we have an issue with the ready for Facebook automation. I will be getting to the game in half a second. Just give me just a second. Current time is, I think I see. Oh, shoot. No, no, no. Turn this off. Crap. I might have just sent a ton of automations out. If anybody's watching, just jump ahead because I've got to figure out a problem. You can jump ahead and look at what I'm going to do a little bit later. But I've got to fix something real quick. So I'm going to do that right now. Let's see. Email 1 hour. No. No, 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 no. It's a status of some type. Temp, all temp area. Start time, start date. No, not start date. Minutes till current time slot. I think that's what it is. Current time slot. Who can access starting within 30 minutes? That's not it. Oh, is it ready for Facebook? Yes, it is. Now, ready for Facebook and current time. Sorry, everyone. Hope nobody's watching this. Seriously, this is embarrassing. Minutes till is oh, okay. Minutes till is at a condition group. Okay, so we're going to do mins till is less than 10 and greater than negative 10. Mins till it's less than 10 and greater than. There we go. That's what I want. All right. So when I do that, then da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 da. Da 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 da. Fixed it. Okay, we are good to go. I'm going to now share my DAW. That only took 10 minutes off the clock. Not too shabby. And my output is to Zoom. Here we go. So here's my vocal hook.
Dum da 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 dum da.
Okay, I'm going to turn that down. I always like to turn down my volume a little bit. Here is my guitar. I happen to know that's in the key of D minor, and that's totally cheating because you guys probably didn't know that, but it's because I have the original sample. Maybe I need to fix that so that it's not unfair. So first thing I want to do is I think I want to speed it up just a little bit. Let's do like 110. And we're going to put this down to 100. I can hear her doing something like that. This is originally at 124, so we're going to bring this sample up to 124.
Da 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 da.
And she's in the key of A minor, so we want to go up to D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go up 5 semitones.
Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da da.
No, maybe it's down 5 semitones.
Dum da 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 dum da da dum da da dum da
Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da da.
Oh, it was a sharp minor, So 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be going up 4, I think. So let's go that.
Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da.
You know, that's cool, but I think what I'm going to do is make the guitar go down 4 semitones. I like that.
Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da.
So it's already coming together nicely, but I want to change it up. I definitely want to groove. So let's first start with Circles drum kit. I'm going to look for something that's kind of dead or tape analog. And let's preview a couple of these here. Let's go. So what if we did something like that?
Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da.
I think I wanted 4 on the floor. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Dum da 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 dum da dum da 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 da.
Nope. So I think what I'm going to do is first grab a loop that has a disco type beat. So I'm not finding what I want in this here, and I don't have a beat just right off the bat. So I'm going to look for pop. I can just say instruments. I want view all. I want type. I want it to be a loop. drums, groove. Pop is really the genre I want. Folk, weren't they giving me anything? Dance hall, maybe dance hall. Everything's reggaeton now. I don't want reggaeton. Man, everything is reggaeton. It's so weird. I don't want reggaeton. I just want a disco. There we go. Good Lord.
Dum da 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 dum.
Wow, that's boring. Okay. Let's try that.
Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da.
You know, the more I'm doing this, the more I'm realizing I think the reggaeton stuff is better. Your library. What did I pick? I picked some. One here. That's pretty cool. All right, so
Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum.
I think I do want a groove that's reggaeton though. Instruments. I need drums. I need groove. I need pop. it's so cool. There's so many cool sounds. People make some amazing beats. Let's just start with that, and then let's add in a bass now to this. That boom, boom, mhm. Let's get a synth bass. We want it gliding, so we're gonna. That's good. So I'm do not liking the key it's in because I do not play an A sharp minor very often. So what I'm going to do is grab a MIDI. I'm going to just drop a MIDI note. 1, 2. I think I just want 2. Maybe down 2. There it is. Oh yeah. Dum dum man. So now I'm just there it is. There it is. And now I'm going to drop an LFO on here. I'm going to look for a different bass just in case. I don't know if the guitar is quite right now. That note right there is wrong. There we go. And then this needs a little smoothness because it's ticking. All right, so boom, but that's that note right there is not quite right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just pitching that up. Like that. Ooh, not the right beat now. Totally wrong. We're going to get rid of that. Cool percussion in it. Not quite right either. Let's try this just for kicks. So now we've made this into about 16 bars, something like that. What I want to do now is throw in a vocal treatment, vocal processing rack. Let's do a vocal processing rack on the vocals here. I like my vocals to be in pink. I can find them really fast if and when I need them. So I like to color all those pink. So what I want to do is I want that knob to change throughout this. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to configure and then move this knob here. And then we're going to automate this to be like this, probably down. And we're going to make that louder now. And now I'm going to automate the volume to go up here. And then if we want to add a harmony into this, and we're going to set the scale, we've set that to be minor. And I'm going to add a fourth. So now I'm going to mix that in using this configure thing here. And we're going to automate that. And we're going to just bring it up. Got some cool instruments. I do want another percussive element, like a tops. Thinking of reggaeton, drums. I want reggaeton. I'm going to go for this one. That's not what I just fired up. Oh, it is. And let's try this one. Okay, I'm going to choose another growlier bass for part 3. We're going to do synth bass, gliding. That's bad. And we're going to add in this. And we're going to add in this here. It's a terrible instrument, by the way. Running out of time here, guys. That's kind of cool. That's cool. Hmm. Let's do that. This needs to be at 95. And now I just need a symbol. Symbol. I like that one. Not like this bass still. I'm going to take out some of the low end of this one here. Maybe the low end, it's something annoying. Just going to cut anything. And then I'm going to throw a compressor on it because it's a little too harsh. There we go. I got just enough time to drop something. All right, so let's zoom into this and let's fire this up. There's a button you can hit and it just makes everything legato. There we go. And we're going to look for something that has a little bit of maybe something that's a little bit more plucked. As played, how about All right, dropping ozone on. Let's see what happens here. Save it first. I'm so glad I saved that because I want to reopen it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ableton Live crashes sometimes. It's been a while. Actually, it's been pretty stable. Would I like to recover my work? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Da-da-dums. Sort of want to put in a delay here. Delay. Actually, we're just going to use a delay relay replica. I like replica. And this is going to be a not a dotted, but a straight 16th. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this. But I want to only turn this on this one spot. All right, so I just want to render that now. And we're gonna render version v1. Bada bum bum ba bum. All right, rendering. Rendering now. No. All right. And now we're going to come over here and I'm going to do this and I'm going to look at this. Anybody's uploaded yet? Not a one. Not a one. R-H-I-A-N-N-A. R-H-I-N-N. R-H-I. R-H-I-A. R-H-I-A-N-N-A. We're going to call it that. Hey, Greg. Hello, Julie.
Bouncing at 1:59 today, 0 extra time. Thank you very much. Getting closer. Maybe next week I'll be late.
I never know how to spell reggaeton. Reggaeton. How do you spell it? R-E-A-G?
Reggae with T-O-N at the end, I think.
Oh,
Two
I know.
G's and an A and a T-O-N.
G. Okay. That doesn't look right. Oh, well.
I don't know. I lost the spelling bee final because I couldn't spell goalie. So, you know. That one's an I-E instead of a Y, but if you should ever wonder.
English is stupid. Dumb language.
Agreed.
All right. Did mine go in there? Yes. Yeah. Okay. All righty. Greg, you're uploaded. Are you uploaded?
Just hit upload and then notice that I didn't hit share, but it looks like it's there anyway.
It looks like it's there. All right, let's do this. Julie, Anna, let's start with you. You know, I have 2 nieces named Julie. 2. Weird. Both sides of my family.
Yeah, my mom claimed no one was named Julie when she named me, and then everyone in my class was named Julie. But anyway,
Let's check it out. I'm excited.
Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da
I love where you're going with that.
Urkel just burst through the dual doors there at the end. Did you hear that? That was so weird. He just won't shut up. We got to get him calmed down.
Urkel. That drum loop. First of all, awesome job with putting the modulation of the vocals sound really cool. And it almost sounds like there's a roll in the R's, like da da da. There's like a flam.
That happened when I adjusted the tempo slightly.
It sounds cool to me.
It does sound, yeah, I liked it. And all the chords are just, I chord snapped the progression of the guitar in Melodyne. And then I had some vocal samples of me lying around that I layered in the same chord progression.
That's awesome. Really cool. I like that a lot. And then the drums that you picked were so cool. They're out of the box and they sounded awesome. I like that kind of, it's almost like a China cymbal that's, that's on the offbeats. It's really cool. Kind of trash canny.
It's a circle dirt loop that sounded good. So all that stuff you said, yes, I totally was thinking of China cymbal.
I loved it. I like that you're going after some kind of arpeggiation type thing. Of course, if you had more time, I'm sure it would, lock in a little bit more, but
yeah, the syncopations weren't exactly what I'd imagined, but again, that was 158. So yeah.
Yeah. 158 as in the time.
As in, yeah, I had to bounce at 159 to get here at 2. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well done. I really think you did a bang up job. And I kind of hope you make this into something or continue it. I think it has the bones of something really good. All right, Greg, let's check yours out. Oh, sorry, Julie, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I was a choir director for 20 years. It's almost a crime that I have zero a cappella or like real stuff like this. Anyway, go ahead.
Dark and bouncy. Wow. There's some cool stuff going on there. Talk to me about this.
Well, I don't know. What do you want to know? The bass line was kind of one of those things where it was obvious to me based on the guitar pattern. So the bass line took me, like a minute. It was just kind of automatic. The percussion stuff, is mostly from my own samples. I have a bunch of samples from sampling a deer skull, actually. So there's that rasping sound is the teeth in a deer skull with the drumstick run over them. It's bone tapping sounds, that kind of thing.
What?
I live in the country. What are you gonna do? Yeah.
Sampling deer skulls? Do we need to worry about you? That's awesome. I want to hear where that is again. That's that click.
So the little like sort of rasp, a little chicka chick kind of sound is rasping across the teeth in a deer skull. The clicks are tapping on bone with a drumstick.
Whoa, that is so.
What?
Yeah, he's pulling out deer skulls. So
We need a video. We need a video.
yes, we need a video of this, and we need to put limits. No more deer skull. No, I'm just kidding.
These
Next
are from
No
a
animals
couple
were
of years
harmed.
ago. Right, exactly. No, these are from a couple of years ago. I was working on a song, "Growing in the Graveyard," which I still haven't gotten around to going back and finishing. But it's a humorously morbid song.
Uh-huh.
I recently found an old deer skull when I was just out wandering out my property here. And when I was working on that song, I thought, man, I got to sample this now. For that song, I also did a bunch of samples of. I took my little H2 recorder and built a little coffin for it and buried it, so that I could get the sound effects of dirt being dumped onto the box
Wow.
from inside the box.
Wow.
Mixed results on that. I don't know, some of it came through a little too noisy, but
Wow, that's amazing. If you start getting stabbings, we're gonna send It's funny. I taught a paint class last night, and it was this snowy scene with trees and stuff. And my little brother came through the Big Brothers Big Sisters. He's just turning 18 this year, so he's not really my little brother anymore. But he loves making things wicked. And so in the painting, we had these little footprints that kind of go through the snow. So he put blood, like somebody stumbling, blood traces through it. I'm like, dude, way more interesting though, that's for sure, than mine. Well, that was amazing. One of the things I loved is it's extremely hooky right off the bat. I just want to start grooving. It kind of reminds me of, do you know that song by Maroon 5? Or maybe it's Adam Levine, Moves Like Jagger. Do you know that song?
oh yeah.
It's got that you just immediately want to start bouncing and dancing. It just feels so good. That's so cool, man. Okay, what was that?
What the da 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 da?
Yeah,
That's out of the vocal sample.
Really?
Yeah, it's just it's not in the original timing, and of course it's got decapitator. I mean, of course it's got decapitator on it.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Exactly.
Oh, that transition right there. Click, click. Da, 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 da. Perfect. Sounds like you've got an octave, like you're doing the vocals with an octave down and up.
Yep.
Do that through Nectar, or did you just actually make two tracks, or Melodyne, or what?
Made a copy of it, and Bitwig has this really neat thing where it's got built-in pitch automation. So you can just go to an audio clip and drag within an octave up or down at any rate. You can drag it by semitones and just adjust the pitch that way.
Okay.
So yeah, although no, I don't remember if I did that with this one or if I just used a pitch shifter tool and dropped it an octave. But yeah, it's two separate tracks. One of them is just pitched down an octave.
Cool.
And then EQ'd.
Yeah. that thing that's kind of on the like a delayed, like net 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 net?
Art synth with Echo Boy on it.
Ah, very interesting. Really cool, man.
Thanks. This was a fun one.
That is cool.
That is awesome. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about the patch for the bass. I love the bass line. I'm just wondering if it were really more a little more round sound, like a
Yeah, this it's a blind spot I didn't realize I have is I don't have good favorite saved for basses specifically.
Hmm.
So I would like the bass line itself, like I said, took me like a minute. Then I spent a bunch of time trying to find a bass sound that had portamento already and was some like so this wasn't I was looking for something rounder and just didn't have time to find
Oh,
it.
no worries, no worries. That's the only thing
So yeah, I totally agree.
I like it at the beginning, but once everything comes in, it's almost like it has too much growl in it, and everything else has too much texture in it. They're kind of competing a little bit.
Yeah, too much resonance. I EQ'd, I shaved off a bunch of the high end to try and tame that some, but yeah, it should, and that's actually why my comment was about picking a synth to learn deeply is
Yeah.
This is just a preset in Bitwig. If I understood their synth well enough, I'm sure I could have just adjusted the sound. Like, would have taken 30 seconds if I had known what I was doing.
That's a good point. There's so many synthesizers. I think it's really important to really learn one, so you really know how to manipulate it before you start moving on to another. And once you really learn, I think they call it subtractive synthesis, where you're, it kind of applies to almost every other synth. Once you get it with one of them, it's still daunting. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and I love synthesizers, and I've taken courses on synthesizers, and still, it always feels like I barely know what I'm doing.
Well, like everybody does their interfaces so differently
Yeah.
that even once you know the concepts, you got to find the controls for everything.
No, that's so true. Well, awesome, man. That's fantastic. All right, Robert, let's listen to yours, buddy. Wow, that was awesome, man.
I didn't know how that was going to sound.
That was pretty cool.
That's amazing you did all that. I was expecting it to just stay mellow and too super sweet, and then suddenly the full band came in, and I was like in a gospel choir. It felt really good.
Thanks. I was trying. It's always time with me. And I
Yeah.
had, like I said, I had so much other stuff I wanted to add, trying to make it sound as more pop as I can get it, but I just didn't have time to find stuff.
Right. But man, that was great, and it came together really well. I think the only thing I could suggest is that guitar just sounds like it's a little off on some of the beats.
Big
Sometimes it's
time off.
right
'Cause
on, sometimes it's kind of off.
Yep, I just did it by sight. 'Cause
Oh.
I was trying to rush. I was like, okay, it's gonna be a little off, but the idea is there.
Totally is there. Yeah. Well done, man.
Like,
You guys
sir,
want to chime in and say anything?
Same thing you said, Zion, that I thought it was just going to stay mellow and that beat drops. It's just, that's really awesome.
Yeah.
thanks.
You guys, all three of y'all are kicking it out of the park today. This is so fun. All right. Well, I will show you mine. So yeah, I went the reggaeton direction, just where it developed. So I feel like that's cheating for some reason. I don't know why, but
Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da
and then it just cuts off immediately.
Nice. I like the especially like the melodic percussion that you have coming in a little after
Yeah.
4 seconds. That's really cool.
That was nice. Yeah. As usual
In
from
the
Zion.
breakdown area, or what do you mean?
There's the little it sounds a little like a pitched up steel drums, melodic percussion comes in right around in there.
That there, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like, I just found a plucky synth, and I think it probably is samples of a thumb harp.
Mhm.
Oh, sure.
Thumb harp.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. That's kind of what it sounded like to me. And I'm like, that's cool. I had to muck around with the arpeggiation of it because it was weird. It didn't quite work. And so I was quickly like Julie and I were trying to get that dialed in real quick. It's hard when you're pulling up presets of arpeggiation, because your groove is just most likely not going to fit the preset. It's really hard to really make that work really quick, and I'm not sure I totally like it, but it was close. So it's fun. It's interesting. If anybody was watching, or anybody in the future watches the YouTube stream of this, they could see that I was wandering through a lot of disco type beats, and I kept accidentally finding reggaeton beats in Splice, because I wanted to just use a pre-existing groove, and I kept saying, I don't want reggaeton, and finally I did find the beats I liked them, and by that time my brain had transferred it's how it's hearing everything into reggaeton. I'm like, okay, this is way boring, I'm going back to reggaeton.
Wow.
So just kind of went that direction. Yeah, the only kind of weird thing I did is in the vocals, when the whole beat comes in, I pitched them up an octave, and I added some harmonies through the nectar. I just kind of brought those harmonies in with the key it's in.
Mm.
Did you guys find that it was A sharp minor, I think, was the original key? Or
Yeah,
B?
A
Yep.
minor was D minor.
I thought the guitar was in D minor.
Yeah, it was. I actually moved the guitar into.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
moved the vocals to match the guitar, so I never figured out where the vocals were.
Yeah, and then the vocals were for them to match, I had to change a couple of the guitar strums because they weren't hitting quite right. So I kind of kept the melody of the vocals pretty much intact, but I made the guitar fit into that. But it sounds like you did the opposite on that.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Yeah. That was fun. That was a really fun one. I felt pressure for some reason. I don't know why. I was feeling a little stress on this one.
What? I always feel pressure and stress.
You were talking once, Diane, about the AI thing.
Yeah.
And like I put that vocal in there, I put the chord progression up, I clicked snap the chord, and then I made a few adjustments. But that whole automated putting it in the chord structure kicked off what the melody sounded like, the altered melody sounded like, right? I mean, so that gives you a framework. I wouldn't have come up with necessarily that to begin with. So anyway,
Yeah, I love that you kind of went outside of the original melody. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, it was, and thank you for providing two things in entirely different keys that really clash. So I was forced to do that because otherwise I was developing a twitch.
I want to hear yours again real quick.
Dum
Yeah.
da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that little flam in her voice. That da 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 da. It has a little,
It was fun, yeah.
yeah, that came out so good. And I love the melody you chose for that. And now,
Cool.
I mean, you created an original melody. You could make a song out of this.
Yep.
It's going in the file. This I've been, they're old files. And when I'm watching TV at night on commercials, I'm trying to listen to and all
Oh, she froze.
folder ones to
Oh, there
remind myself what I already have written parts of.
Yeah. I love that.
Cool.
I have a question. I'm just throwing this out there. When you guys are listening to your own, like after you have a bunch of ideas, like partial songs and stuff, do you ever, while you're just on the road running errands, like want to pull up your songs or in the car and just like, I want to hear some of my ideas and can't remember where anything is? It's like on this drive or disco and this is in this, or do you have an organizational system of all your half-baked ideas?
For me, if it's a voice memo that's quality, like I hear it the second time and I am in love with it, it goes in a box folder of hooks. Within the box folder of hooks are subfolders of grooves from like this stuff. And then, yeah.
I'm not organized like that. Mine just go all into one file. So I wish I did do that.
Yeah, my raw ideas are all like anything that's just a voice memo is date stamped, labeled with whichever project it's intended for, whether it's a solo thing or one of my bands. But then it is all just still in one big folder. Anything that I've started working on in the DAW is sorted into, folder by project and date stamped and yada yada. But yeah, the ideas are just one big bucket.
Yeah. I don't have a good system for this, and I feel like this is something that I would love to find a solution for and have it available for people. Kind of like what I did with Gizmo, was creating a tool for solving that problem. But I feel like there's times I'm like, oh, I made a beat kind of like this one time several years ago for da-da-da-da, and then I can't even find it. I don't know where it is, or I never rendered it. It's still in a session, but I never,
Oh yeah.
and then it just disappears because you'll never open that session again without knowing to do that, right? You're not going to go through.
Wow.
And so that I've started to address that specifically, like being able to drill down to find stuff that I know I created in a session somewhere. I've started adding the tempo to so any new idea that doesn't have a song name yet is named for the date. I've also started adding a tempo to that so that I can quickly scan folders and at least, find something that's in the right ballpark. Or know that as I'm looking at a list of folders, no, it's none of these because they're all like 90 BPM. I'm looking for something that's at 120.
Right. Okay.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
And sometimes you were talking about not knowing where you used it from. I mean, even with the folders, sometimes I'll forget to render or I'll render it, but I won't take the step to drag it into the box folder. And then I go upstairs. I'm like, oh, I want to listen to that thing I did today. I kind of crap. I have to go back downstairs.
That is so interesting. And I'm thinking as you guys talk, separating by genders, not genders, genres. Because I write so many different things, I think that would be a good separation too. That's just more work I got to do now. Thanks, guys.
That's partially too why I started. I'm like, I got to listen to this like a playlist. And then sometimes I'll take a screenshot of where I stopped because did I mention like 3 billion voicemail? Anyway, just to refresh your mind, right? And sometimes what's really fun is sometimes I had the same great melody idea a month apart from each other. I'm like, I should probably use that one. That one showed up 2 times in my head.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just curious if you guys had a system, because it's a solution I want to be able to solve. And I would love to be able to just go, let me listen to the ideas based on, and this might be where the ADSR sampler tool actually could be good for. But like, I want to listen to all the ideas I had that were rap oriented and just have tags. So I just go,
Mhm.
just those, or just the ones I did in 1997, or just the ones that were 120 BPM and up, or that kind of thing. So you can quickly sort without and see what ideas you've created.
Mhm.
Anyway, just some, I thought,
That sounds like a good idea, though.
yeah,
Yep. Mhm. I would use it.
yeah, too. Well, thanks, guys. You guys all killed it this week. It was so fun. Each one of you just amazing stuff. That was so much fun. And lastly, just remember on the I think you guys have all updated your the producers tab, which I really appreciate you guys
Oh,
doing.
I haven't. I gotta do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
but Robert, you did, and Julie.
I know.
But yeah, Greg, we'll get you on that. If you I put that picture up, but you're welcome to change it or use that picture.
He can't change that picture. That's perfect. I like the leaf on it.
Robert, this is the first time I've ever seen what you look like. Is that really what you look like?
Starting of, I was about, I think of 6-7 months after COVID started,
Okay.
when they start making everybody stay home and all the jobs were making you work from home. That's me working from home. And my wife and my daughter said, don't shave, let it grow. I've never ever had a beard. I never. And I said, no way. I said, just let it grow, let it grow. And that's what it turned into.
I love it. That's awesome. Also, one more thing is, if you want to, if you're getting too many emails, you can just uncheck the emails you don't want. Like if you're like, I don't want the day before. I just tested this today and for some reason it's not working. So, but this will stay the same. So check the ones off you want. I need to tweak a few things, make sure it works for next week. But I don't want to overwhelm anybody with emails. So
I'm gonna send you, I guess, just an email to the whatever address you use, because I don't mind the number, but I have 2 email addresses, because remember I signed up once and it never worked. I could never log in, and so I signed in with I have 2 email addresses that I'm getting stuff to. So
oh, okay.
for an email for me, be like, keep this one, delete the other one. Because I get 6 reminders.
Yeah, no. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, send me an email on that. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging, and I'll see you next week. Bye. All right. Let me stop the